Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Please go ahead.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarini Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet. Canto 3, Chapter 23, 56. Nehatya Karma Dharmaya
Nehayat karma dharmaya
Na Viragaya Kalpate
na viragaya kalpate
Na Tirtha Pada Sevaya
na tirtha pada sevayai
Jivanapi Mruto Hisa. Can someone decide?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Nehayat karma dharmaya
Nehayat karma dharmaya
na viragaya kalpate
na viragaya kalpate
na tirtha pada sevayai
na tirtha pada sevayai
जीवन अपि मृतो हि सः
जीवन अपि मृतो हि सः.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Can someone decide, please?
Sure. Hare Krishna. Nehayat karma dharmaya
Nehayat karma dharmaya
niva nirag gaya kalpate
Na
viragaya kalpate
na tirtha pada sevaye
na tirtha pada sevaya
jivan api mritto hi saha.
Jivan api mruto hi saha.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Translation. Anyone whose work is not meant to elevate him to religious life, anyone whose ritualistic performances do not raise him to renunciation, and anyone situated in renunciation that does not lead him to devotional service, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, must be considered dead, although he is breathing. It's one of a very powerful statement in Srimad Bhagavatam, saying that a person is dead if he doesn't take up to devotional service. Just cutthroat words. So karma, dharma, vairagya has to lead to seva, tirtha pada seva, service to lotus feet of Krishna. Otherwise, though is living, there's no difference. Just considered as a dead body. So this statement is spoken by Mother Devavati to her husband, Sage Kardama. So just little background. Kardama Muni is about to leave the home after giving birth, after having 9 daughters. Then Mother Devavati stops him and saying that I have wasted my time in sense gratification, like looking after the house and having children, enjoying the material comforts, enjoying all the perks that you get in Grihastha life. So you are being a great devotee of the Lord. I never learned anything from you about science of self-realization, about Krishna consciousness. I simply was in Maya that I did not have to take opportunity to associate with you, asking questions about Krishna. So, say Athato Brahma Jignasa. She never inquired about Brahman. Now she wants to inquire about Brahman. Now, but this is just a pastime, because Mother Devati she's eternal personality, because she's a mother of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So she is already a liberated soul, very pious, is a daughter of Swayambhu Manu, the emperor of entire earth, Bharat Khanda, Bharat Varsha, not Bharat. So she, as a pastime, Krishna here emphasizing that you need to, whoever you may be, you need to inquire about absolute truth, Parabrahma, when you have association of a pure devotee. So you should not miss out that opportunity. In fact, even unknowingly also, when we serve a pure devotee, Satam Kripa, our consciousness will bloom, that we start inquiring about Brahman. Just unknowingly serving a devotee, a pure devotee. Our consciousness, chitta, becomes bright. It becomes expanded. It becomes clear. And a lot of material vrittis, they die down. There's no much disturbance in the heart. When you're serving a pure devotee, all the disturbance, all the material miseries go away. They won't bother our mind. Then at that time, we want to know about ourselves. And that is inquiring about Brahman or Parabrahman. Like, who am I? Who is Krishna? What is my relationship with Krishna? So those questions come into the heart of a jiva. And those inquiries are very auspicious, because that means that jiva is ready to get the association of pure devotee. Ready. And Krishna sitting in the heart, he knows, yes, this is the time. Either I should go personally and give this knowledge, or I should send my representative. So in the case of Mother Devati, Krishna himself has personally planned to come. So Kardama Muni stays back for a few hundred years. So the lifespan is very large at that time. This is Satya Yuga, and this is the very beginning of the day of Brahma, Kalpa. The lifespan of the jivas was very long, very, very long. So, and even that time, Lord Vishnu used to come and appear and disappear very easily. It's not like many had seen Narayan. Used to come and again used to go away. Used to give blessings and go away. Like usually anybody does, any yagna, he used to come and accept the sacrifice personally. So it's the beginning of Satya Yuga. Even Lord Narayan used to come on earth and give his darshan. So we have seen that Kardamuni already had darshan of Lord Narayan, and Lord Narayan is the Ishta Deva of Kardamuni. So after a few hundreds of years, eventually Lord takes birth in the womb of Mother Devavati to preach the Sankhya Yoga or Buddhi Yoga. Okay. So here Mother Devavati is lamenting that if someone does some work, it has to lead to dharma, and then to vairagya, and then to seva. Okay. So this is kind of in a basic way, it's a yoga ladder kind of. You can say Bhagavad Gita also speaks about this thing. We have karma yoga, jnana dhyana yoga, then you have bhakti yoga. So this is a setting where this is happening in Satya Yuga, where everybody is understood to be devotees or theist, one who believes in Vedas, and they are reading the Vedas, they are following Vedas, they are doing Varnashrama, they are following Varnashram system, and they're following everything, they're following Dharma, everything is in place. This is that time period. And so it was very easy for the Jivas in Satya Yuga to do all these things, which is to work as per the Varnashrama and follow Dharma in that way, and at the end get Vairagya and take shelter of lotus feet of Krishna. But in nowadays, in today's situation, in Kali Yuga, many of the people are not even theist. They don't even believe in Vedas. They are completely atheist, demoniac. So what to speak, serving Sevaya, Tirthapada Sevaya is quite far away. They don't want to even believe in God, though they are so much logically, even if they think logically, they can conclude that there is God, is a superpower, creating, is a creator, is a creation, is a creator. Everything is going in order, day and night, seasons, years, and all the planets are orbiting in a particular pattern. So there is an intelligence behind it. But even then, people are so demoniac, their consciousness is so dark and so thin that they don't even accept that there is a God. What to speak of working as per Varnashrama system, and then following Dharma, and then attain Vairagya, then ultimately serve lotus feet of Krishna. So it's very far out to even think in Kali Yuga. What does it mean? Everybody is dead. Though they are living, they are breathing, they are considered dead. Because by every sunrise and sunset, they're simply cutting down their time. They're just passing. And most importantly, actually, they got this rare human body and they're just wasting it away. It's like you get a very valuable thing and you're just wasting it away. So what to speak of? So that's why we need powerful, pure devotees to walk among us, to wake us, the dead people who are supposedly breathing. They're breathing, but they're completely spiritually dead. So we need pure devotees to come and recuperate us, bring our spiritual corpses to alive. So that was the mission of Srila Prabhupada. And he wanted to directly give bhakti, seva to Lord. Just jumping, going through. Prabhupada mentioned that don't need to take ladder. He mentioned that if there are like 4 floors in a building, you don't need to take stairs one by one. Just take elevator, which is devotional service, and directly do bhakti yoga. So by mercy of Prabhupada, we are able to directly do the final thing, which is doing seva to Krishna. We don't need to bother much about karma, vikarma, karma, or the temporary dharmas, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, and we don't need to worry about vairagya. When we do service to the Lord, automatically all of the things manifest. We do yukta vairagya, engage everything in service of the Lord. We follow dharma, but to please Lord. We follow Varnashram dharma just to please Lord, not to no other purpose. And any work we do it to please Krishna. Otherwise, it is just simply entanglement. Simply entanglement. A devotee works only how he can become close to Krishna. Whatever he's doing, how he can be close to Krishna. That is a mindset of devotee. Otherwise, if they don't have that goal of doing bhakti to Krishna, any work is simply waste of time. Shramayeva kevalam. Is Prabhupada said that, people are building big skyscrapers and all. They're working so hard, and eventually, the person dies, and even the skyscraper also falls down. He even said that this country is so rich, but why are people working so hard? But if the country is so rich, everybody is so rich, why can't they simply do devotional service? Why are they doing 2-3 jobs and working 10 to 12 hours every day? So it is all illusion. On one side you're saying it's a rich country, but on the other side your people are working very hard for maintenance and just to get some bread. I think there's a symptom of Kali Yuga. As the time goes on, in Bhagavatam it's mentioned, even to earn some food, they have to work a lot of hours. So that situation is going to come because a lot of the farms are dying down and there is no proper agriculture, no cow protection, nothing is going on. So eventually what happens is, just to get a little food, they have to work hours and hours. So that kind of condition is going to come in Kali Yuga. This is just the beginning. Still we are in good condition because Mahaprabhu has just come. Mahaprabhu has just come. So we can take that advantage because we are still in the golden age where we can directly go to devotional service. So Mother Devati, out of her humility, she's saying that, I want to know about Krishna. I want to know about Krishna. And Karda Muni understood, okay, this is the time where Krishna is going to appear as her son and he will give her Brahmagyan, Sankhya Yoga, talk about Brahman, Parabrahman, and matter, devotional service, and all the elements of the material world, how they interact. So this knowledge is very important. If you want to understand Brahman, you need to understand where you are right now. If you want to go somewhere, you need to understand where you are right now. Even when we go somewhere, we put destination in the Google Maps, but we need to also enter the current location from where to where you want to go. So where are we right now? We are in material world. So we are in a machine of flesh, blood, bones, and everything. So this is where we are. And where do we want to go? We want to go where we know who we are, and where we know what is our purpose and what is our seva, and what is our relationship with Krishna. Otherwise, any work that doesn't lead to these things is simply waste of time. Shramayeva kevalam, karma bandhana, yajnartha karmano nyatro lokoyam karma bandhana. Just simply bondage in material world. So there is, Prabhupada used to say he said once nice story that a brahmachari should die immediately, and a king's son should never die. And a butcher, it doesn't matter where he's dying, he's dead or where he's living. And a devotee Vaishnava also, no, a butcher, it doesn't matter, he's living or dying. And with a devotee, it doesn't matter whether he's living or dying, whether he lives or dies. So what does it mean? Brahmachari is under the guidance of Guru in Gurukul, and he has on the Brahmagyan. So he should immediately die because he will attain Krishna right away. And if a prince, he should live long life. So should live long life, because the moment he dies, he will go enter into hell because of all the bad misdeeds he has done during his life. And a butcher, even if he's living also, it's of no use. If he dies also, it's very bad. Because he's living also, he's living in hell. If he dies also, he'll enter into hell. And a devotee Vaishnava, it doesn't matter whether he's living or or he's gone, because he's living. When he's living, he's preaching with his voice, and when he leaves, when he disappears, his sound vibration is still behind. Like he leaves his sound vibration behind, and that sound vibration still encourages, inspires many jivas who are behind. So this is very nice story, small story, which Prabhupada used to explain in his lectures. So that's why it's very very important that we take up devotional service very seriously and attain our destination. Attain our destination, what we want to go, what we want to do, where we want to go. That should be very clear. We should, when we are studying scriptures, we need to parallelly understand what is Sambandha Gyan, what is Abhidaya Gyan, and what is Prayojan Gyan. All these three should be equally, we should learn, we should hear. We cannot just stick to Sambandha Gyan and not give importance to Abhidaya and Prayojan. At the same time, we cannot hammer much on Abhidaya and not work on Sambandha and Prayojan. And at the same time, we should not fully focus on Prayojan and ignore Sambandha and Abhidaya. All these three Gyan we should acquire equally. Then we'll go in right direction. Otherwise, our devotional service, we will lack enthusiasm in that. Okay? So to be enthusiastic always, we need to have sufficient knowledge of all these three tattvas, Sambandha, Abhidaya, and Prayojan. Okay? And the beauty of Srimad Bhagavatam is, the entire Bhagavatam is laid out in this way, Sambandha, Abhidaya, and Prayojan. Okay, here it's talking about Prayojan, these words. What is that? Is Tirtha Pada Sevaya, serving the lotus feet of Krishna. Okay, so when one is doing very nice work for Krishna and following Dharma, Varnashram Dharma, and cultivating Yukta Vairagya, then he gets fixed in devotional service to Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then what is the output of that? What happens after that? When he becomes fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna, then he gets mercy of Krishna. Mercy of Krishna means association of pure devotees. So the entire fruit of all these things is doing good karma, dharma, Yukta Vairagya, and Seva, serving the deities of Radha Krishna. What is the result? What is the fruit? You get the association of Rasik Vaishnavas. You get association of Rasik Vaishnavas. And when you get that association, it's like as if you're sitting on a rocket to Golok Vrindavan. The time is just a travel time. You're no more on earth. When you're a pure devotee, you're sitting in rocket to Golok Vrindavan. When you're not, you're still on earth doing karma, dharma, Yukta Vairagya, and Seva in Sadhana Bhakti. But when you are pure devotee, you're traveling. You're traveling towards Goloka. Because when a pure devotee, when Rasik Vaishnava speaks, those words enter into our heart and they just burst all the realizations into our consciousness. There is a nice, there's a science behind that, beyond the sound. It's called Sputa. So we will discuss something about that some other time. I'm still reading that, trying to understand. It's quite complicated. But yes, how the relations happen, what happens when pure devotees speak, and how it affects the consciousness of a person. What happens? What is the science behind it? It is completely metaphysics. It's above material science. It's a science of consciousness. So yeah, this is the fruit of doing all these things. Good work, following dharma, yukta vairagya, and doing service to Radha and Krishna in temple. The fruit is you sit in front of as lotus feet of pure devotee and be receptive to his or her spiritual vibrations, which are like a dust particles from the lotus feet of Krishna, saffron dust particles from the lotus feet of Krishna. So now Mother Devahuti is ready to hear about Parabrahma, who is going to come. Lord is going to come and teach her. Lord is becoming her guru. In Vrindavan, once someone asked Prabhupada that, usually devotees, they take initiation, they go this rigorous process of Diksha. They go and they study scriptures and they hear from spiritual master. They go rigorous time schedules and austerities and so many vrat and sankalpas. But what about the devotee people in Vrindavan, Brajvasis? Then Prabhupada said that you don't need to worry about them. Krishna is the spiritual master directly. So they are so close to Krishna that they're directly interacting and taking instruction from Krishna. So here, that is what it is. The more we advance in devotional service, the more closer we get to Krishna. And the more closer we get to Krishna, there is more opportunity to inquire with him. Directly he becomes our guru, and eventually we be with him. So here in material world, our guru is right now Paramatma, who is sitting in our heart. And then, if Krishna is merciful, he will come himself, or he will send his associate to come and take the position of guru. Otherwise, we are dependent on Paramatma, Chaitya Guru, to do anything in this material world. But if we want to Golok Vrindavan, we need an associate from Golok Vrindavan or Krishna himself. Okay. So yeah, I will pause here. If anybody have any questions or comments or reflections,